Hey guys, it's Minky Man. We are back, and the Misfitz playtest just ended a couple days ago, and that means that the devs are back to working on this game because, you know, we still have a long way to go until it actually comes out. And so I thought I'd throw my hat into the ring regarding feedback on the game and just kind of compile everything that I think should be done with the game. A lot of these are not the most creative choices, but they're very important. And so yeah, this is what I think should be fixed about Misfitz. Okay, so starting off, this is the thing that I feel the strongest about, honestly. In the latest dev post, Kairos Time and Frank were addressing how the game could be really punishing at times, and they were thinking about different ways to improve this system. What I think they should do is make it so you can choose the gear that you are using. So basically, instead of it automatically selecting the rarest gear that you have, if you have some mythic gear on a character and you don't want to die and lose it, you should be able to choose to instead select some epic gear, being able to not be forced to equip the really good gear that you grinded really hard for. I think that would be the best way to make it feel a little less frustrating. Another thing that feels really important for me, at least, is that the shots in the game don't feel as meaningful as I would hope for it to. If you're using Ray, it kind of feels like sometimes you're hitting people with Nerf bullets. I want my shots to do more damage. One way to balance it would be increasing the regen of your characters. I think that currently your health regenerates a little too slowly. Right now, the PvP is not as tactile as you might want it to be. And really, I'm not a game designer, so I'm not exactly sure how to fix that. You can also change the indicator to make it a little bit more obvious that you hit somebody. Listen to me, I'm just kind of blabbering about what they could do. This is a complicated topic here. Another thing that needs to be addressed is all these supers or ultimates. I don't know what you call these guys, but whatever you do, these things are pretty underwhelming right now. I really do want to see more creative supers from these heroes. I think it's one of the most important parts of making this game fun. If a plain dash or just a big laser that gets shot out or a stun is all that they have to offer, at that point, the game just does not have enough character with its gameplay. And another thing with the character of this game is the enemies. I need to see enemies that are not just robots. I understand the concept here that Zero is this big bad guy who's kind of the whole cause behind the situation we're in here. But I really think that in a PvE game, one of the most compelling parts about the environment are the enemies that you're facing. And so if there's not more variety in this, then the game's atmosphere is kind of lacking. For the current map, the enemies are great. I really do like them. Maybe add some more, but as it is, I'm okay with it. What I'm really hoping for is that instead of expanding this current map, they start creating new maps that have completely different environments. That would be probably the best way to have a lot of variety with the enemies in the game without it not making sense. And really at that point, they would be able to get really creative with what they add. Aside from that, there's kind of just some smaller quality of life things, like adding a mini map, a super indicator underneath the enemy players. More emotes would be fun. Having an indicator for some of the quests that you're doing would be nice. And also personally, I think that the bosses and mini bosses can chase you around a little bit too hard, so maybe make it so they don't run after you as much. That's just a Minky Man opinion. Okay, also, please, come on, more mini bosses, especially as you add more maps. The mini bosses have to be a super big focus of the game. If you make these guys bigger versions of the enemies that do more damage, then the game is gonna have no aura. And we want this game to be as high stakes as it can be. So hopefully you guys kind of appreciate what I had to say about this. Let me know if you want more Misfitz videos. We will be returning back to Moko. There really wasn't much to talk about, but at this point, I'm ready to start playing again, so expect a video soon. Make sure to subscribe for more Misfitz. I hope you all enjoyed, and see you guys next time.